Good afternoon, everybody. How you doing? It's me, Paddy from Across the Shock, and you are very welcome back to the channel. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. I'd love to have you along. If you don't like, you can always unsubscribe. Either or is absolutely free. All it will do will give you notification when I bring another video out. That'll either be scary or slightly exciting. But anyhow, yeah, please, and if you like the video at the end of it, hitting that wee like just makes all the difference. Anyhow, right, what I'm going to talk about today. Well, I was going to do a follow-up review on this knife. This is the Rosecraft Blades Lucah Hatti Jack in D2 and the most gorgeous Stag, real Stag. Look at that. Now, I know all Stag is different, but they're going to try to keep them as regimented as they can with Stag. This is just a stunning knife. It's probably right up there in my top 5, and I have used it an awful lot. I absolutely love using it, and the reason I love using it is the Stag, because it makes a pen knife into a much more sturdy working blade. And it's, you know, a lot of people get the Stag and they don't use the Stag because it's pretty and it's all that. To me, that is completely the wrong attitude. Now, I have to say that this is just my thinking. I'm not telling you you've got the wrong attitude. But for me, using a Stag-handled knife is perfect, especially if you are wanting to maybe do a little bit of heavier work. This blade can take it. This blade is a super blade. You've still got a nice tip on it. It's D2 steel. Just absolutely beautiful. Stainless steel bolsters. But that Stag is the star of the show. It is stunning. Really stunning. And you can see the thickness in the girth. And it makes this knife, which as a jackknife, to be quite honest, it's as big as a lot of my Barlows. It's bigger than, like, there's an Arthur Wright Barlow. And it's actually bigger bolster in it. So no matter what it is, they call it a jackknife, it's a jackknife. But I just want to let you see, to me, I just look at it and see Barlow, because I'm used to looking at the smaller bolstered Barlows from the UK. But in hand, honestly, it is just gorgeous. They're available on Hatti Haynes. I said I was going to get back to you. I forgot. My apologies. But they're available, £89 for this. And I think that is a bargain, a real genuine bargain for the Stag. Just for the fit and finish on this knife, it is an absolute treat. An absolute treat all round. And it did make me start to think. I took this out and I was going to tell you exactly what I'm telling you now about how good the Stag is. And it's the way it's shaped. That's what I love. It's really shaped beautifully well, and it just sits in my hand. I literally could work all day with this, and it wouldn't make a button of difference to my hands. It's so lovely to use. And I was thinking of some of my other real favourite knives. This one that I was showing you, this was made for me by Michael over at Arthur Wright & Son. Michael is the owner, Michael Harrison, and he made this one. You can see I do use this one an awful lot. It's a thinner stock. So you can see that, you know, this is a much more sturdier knife for a full EDC knife. This is a little bit lighter. It'll still do every job that I want to do. Nice long spear, nearly like a pen blade, an extended pen blade. And it's beautiful. Michael done the chasing up the back of that for me, which I just love Michael's chasing. He does that freehand with a hammer and a chisel. And it's just a piece of art. I love it. And this is their, I'm not going to say lesser, but this is what the high-end Stag looks like. This is what the everyday use Stag, which they sell at a really reasonable price. But this is just a beautiful EDC come everyday use knife for me. But you can, again, I'm just going to see the differences. Can you see the thinness of the blade? It's not as sturdy, but it will do everything I need to do. Absolutely everything. And I thoroughly enjoy both these knives as working knives. Again, let's go into another piece of Stag. This is an actually Harrison custom, not a stick, but in this is a senator pattern. It is just gorgeous. It really just sits in your hand lovely. It really is beautiful. Now, the only thing with this one now is it's this part of it gets in my palm. It's not as comfortable. This is more a gentleman's penknife, if you like, in my collection. Now, it still gets used. You can see this is used for everything. I use my Arthur Rapes and my Ashley Harrisons constantly. I just love them. But here's even a smaller one. Here's a small Case Barlow. It's got the pen blade as well. But the Stag on this, just look at that Stag. It is sumptuous. Again, a user for me. But when I put them together, you can see the difference. This Lucah Hatti Jack is a real proper workman's knife. It genuinely is. This is a fantastic pen blade, EDC blade. But the difference in the Stag and the thickness of it makes a difference to the knife. The only other one I've got that feels as comfortable as this is this Shatton Morgan. This is the saddle horn. Oh, I don't know how many people have wanted to buy this and I can't let it go. It is so beautiful. Look at that bulbous end on there and you just get the most amazing grip and work in the use of that knife. There's the two of them together. The blades on this one is still bigger again, which, you know, although this has got a much more bulbous end, it's maybe not as thick across the back, although in some spots it is. But my goodness, what two knives can you bring out? I mean, this is more of I use this more as a carry knife, you know, a gentleman's carry, an EDC knife. Whereas this one and this one, for some reason, these two just really do it for me. And I love the way this one swells out at one side. It's uneven like Stag should be, but it's about the same thickness across the bottom. But that bottom bit just gives me my back. I love my little finger having a full grip. If that makes any sense to anybody, I love being able, especially them last two fingers, making a grip. These two fingers I'm going to be using for moving, you know, moving the knife about. But I love having that secure grip back there, and especially in a working knife that I'm going to use hard. So this has definitely fallen in with some of my more higher end pocket knives. This is about the same. In fact, this is more expensive than this. But Stag, if you've not used your Stag, please do. Please get it out. You'll be amazed at the quality of your grip, the quality of the knife itself, how it feels. It makes the knife feel beautiful. And it should be used. It shouldn't be, in my opinion, sitting in a drawer not being used. Because to me, it's probably the most comfortable material that we have in a pocket knife. You know, as for grip, you know, I mean, even this one that doesn't have, you know, deep furrows. I mean, they're nice furrows in it as it is in the back there, but it's just when you grip it in your hand ain't moving. It is not moving, and it will give you so much joy to use that. So much joy. But this is a genuine, just absolute beast of a knife to use. It is gorgeous in hand. Big, sturdy blade, flat grind. Just, you'll enjoy it immensely, I would say. So it's over on Heine Hayden's, £90, well, £89 something. It's just value beyond. It really is value beyond. For edge retention with a D2, it's not stainless, but I never have any problem. I cut apples and everything with this. There's no staining. But there you go. That's what I think. That's what I think of Stag. What do you think of Stag? Let me know what you think of Stag. Is it something you put away as a safe queen, or is it something you use? I use them, and I love using Stag. So there you go. Take care. Paddy's away for a wee cup of tea. Night night.